Hey guys, what's going on? My name's Derailious. I just wanted to basically go through and show off my set for dungeons. I basically have mastered floor 4 at this point, even though I'm pretty low dungeon rank. I'm only level 19 in Catacombs, which is pretty low for a lot of other people. A lot of my gear is basically best in slot, or works really well, and I've noticed a lot of people have been running dungeons floor 4 with really good sets, and they're somehow like, okay, I only have 2k base mana. How do I get more? And I just wanted to kind of alleviate that question and kind of show, like, this is how you get a bunch of mana. This is how you got to do what you got to do. So let me actually demonstrate here. A bunch of guys come in, just sort of blasting them, running around them. Obviously, there's not much skill required to be a pretty decent dungeons player. You just sort of run around and start firing, but you do a stupid amount of damage, and the set's really solid. As you can see, it sort of takes out these guys stupidly quick. The set's expensive. It's a 5-star heroic spirit scepter. You reforge this to heroic. You can get easily 1k base intel on it if you're a high catacombs level. And to farm up catacombs level, I just recommend you do XP strats or just sort of grind dungeons. It's as easy as that. There's first adventure there. I don't want to fight him right now. But we have this with the heroic frozen scythe. Frozen scythe's also very expensive. I kind of use this as a backup weapon. It's super nice against mid-health mobs and mobs that you find that aren't bosses. It does a lot of base damage, has a not that much intelligence, not as much as you would think, but it's a really strong weapon overall. I run 2 out of 4 Necrotic Zombie Soldier, 5-star, hot potato booked, everything, growth, protection, everything on it. Super nice set to have for a ton of damage overall. As well, I run Loving for my chest piece. Loving is a really great reforge and is overlooked by a lot of people. I'll probably make a whole video just talking about how great Loving is. It's 5% bonus ability damage. Doesn't sound like a lot, but 5% can mean the difference between life and death in these dungeons, and is super useful to have. As you can see, I'm just sort of tanking this this frozen adventurer here. As you can see, I just took him out. Mostly by myself, took him from 1 mil to 0, cost me all my mana, but you know what? It's worth it, man. That's what you gotta do. For my helmet, I run Necrotic Shadow Goggles. That's really important. That is a game changer item. It is so much better than the Bonzo Staff, or Bonzo Mask, rather, in terms of damage, because of its 60% damage to undead monsters. It is unbelievable how game changing it is. It's just stupid good. What can I say? And yeah. So, not just that, but I also run with an AOTE, because obviously, who wouldn't run with one of these things? And, I run with the AOTT, but it's mythic, not, legendary. I recombobulated it. I don't recommend doing that. That was probably a mistake on my part when recombobulation first came out. I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna level up my Aspect of Dragons. It was not worth it. Don't do something like that. That was stupid. But, I have all my talismans here. I have basically every talisman in the game. All of them reforged to Bazaar. Super useful. Recommend you use the en masse reforging at the Reforge Man. For my pet, also very important, I run a sheep pet. Reduces the mana cost of abilities by 20%. I get a 10% overshield, which is super nice. And it increases my total mana by 25% in dungeons. With Textbook. Textbook is a super nice pet item. Kind of expensive, but incredibly worth it. Doubles the pet intelligence, which allows me to get to my 5,700 base mana, only with wisdom. What's that? 6? Wisdom 6, 5,700. I get close to 7,000 with it. And with it at max. So yeah. I don't run adaptive because adaptive is not as good for me. It doesn't do as much damage. It has lower overall base mana. It has way lower defense and way lower health. It's not worth it in my opinion. It costs millions more than this set would, and it is just not. Doesn't really have any easy benefits. Once again, yeah. That's my setup. Hopefully you guys can check me out on Twitch. I do a lot of fun stuff over there. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this set kind of just shows you baselines for things you might want to go for. I'm not really saying go for my set or you'll be dog shit. That's not necessarily true. Everyone plays differently. Everyone has their own setups. And yeah. If I told you things in this video that you probably already knew, that's because a lot of this stuff is common knowledge at this point. And, you know, it's good if you didn't already know it that you learned it. But, yeah, a lot of this stuff is pretty commonly used at this point. I see most people running with this sort of set. If maybe one change being Spirit Boots, which is what I'm trying to go for next, for my boot slot. But other than that, that's the setup. It works like a charm. I recommend getting high in terms of combat level, in terms of alchemy, and in terms of enchanting. Those items, or those skills allow you to level up your damage against mobs, and makes you go from doing like 50k to, if I walk up to the Skeletor here, I do about 150k per hit. See, 137k, 150k, 172k, and 192k. So 200k damage with no pots, and no base gear buffs as well on top of that. So yeah, and no fuming potatoes as well. So once again, my name is Derailious. Check out my Twitch. I know I keep saying that, but it's super cool. And yeah, hope you guys have a great day, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks so much for watching.